They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Back to throw, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Lindsay now off the read option. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. 40 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsay. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Lindsay now off the read option. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 58 for Mike. 58. 58 for Mike. Hey, 59. All day, every day, any day. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking.
Lindsay now off the read option. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
Faking the give, now Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, second down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
Yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Hines. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down. Yeah,
that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing
that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Wentz. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. Wentz now on 1st down. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And this one's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They were the 46 defense, just plugging up the middle.
And you know what the 46 means, right? That means you take up the first 3 guys, the center and the 2 guards. You cover them with your big people up front. I don't understand why you're trying to run up the middle against the 46 defense. The old Bears showed us it wasn't able to be done. They didn't get it done on that one either.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away.
And here's Rodgers on the return.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw taken in by Pascal.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Wentz now on first down.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So the false start will back them up 5.
That one's on Quentin Nelson, the all-pro guard.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a play fake. Wentz.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. From the gun, here's Watson.
He's got Jordan complete right side.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6 of this, the 2nd meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
58, boys, 58, 58, come on. Watch the play. 58, right over there, yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Watson.
That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. He'll get this complete to Board.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
From the 24, Watson. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
He's trying to get that to Brevin Jordan.
And it's third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Lindsey now off the read option.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now it's Watson. The quick slant caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Phillip Lindsay.
His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
2nd and 7.
Wentz going to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 17. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here.
So a nice kick there as they were able to add on to their lead.
that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers.
So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again.
Picked off right around the 43. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Well, you don't want a coach in, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit where you narrow it down too much and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Looking for Campbell downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
After the interception, here's Watson. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st and 10, Watson.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play, because he saw he had a receiver in the area, and he just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
To throw again on 2nd down, Watson.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Lindsey now off the read option.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Phillip Lindsay.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans add on.
Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partners. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz.
This to the outside for Mack.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Desmond King picks it, and they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Wentz going to give this to Taylor, and this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The third running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, third most in the NFL.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Wentz. He'll get this off to Taylor. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's got some space here. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
That's into the hands of Pascal. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, it's Hines. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Wentz. And now here is another interception. Desmond King picks it. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
Boy, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
The drive starts with a completion left side. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. To throw again on second down. Wentz. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Colts on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
52 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And some room to roam now. Uses the stiff arm. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a give to Taylor.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves.